NFT Mania 3.0 is kicking off with a vengeance, and today we have massive news such as TikTok jumping into NFTs. That's right, all in the last few weeks we have Twitter, TikTok, we know Facebook and Instagram are jumping into NFTs. This is what mainstream adoption looks like. And so the big question is, what's going on here in NFT land? And we've got everything you need to know all wrapped up in a couple minutes segment here. So make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment below, and tell us what projects you want us to shine a light on if we haven't covered your favorite project just yet. As always, we're trying to give you that deep-seated alpha and remind you, of course, that this stuff is risky, so you need to understand we're still in the experimental new phase for NFTs, but that's why the risk is so high, but the reward is so astronomically high as well. I'm always here to bring you the best in the crypto industry, so if you love making ridiculous gains, not those 2x's and 3x's, 5x's, but those 100x gains, then make sure you subscribe and put that bell notification on, because we brought you Bored Ape under 1 ETH, we brought you SupDucks at 0.1, we brought you Cool Cats at 0.2, and you could have been rolling in literally 50, 100x gains repeatedly. So we're gonna keep doing this and keep bringing you the best of this industry, just like on this video today. With that said, let's dive in. Leading off strong, we have TikTok putting their hat in the ring for the NFT world. And what we see here is that they're going to have an NFT collection led by top creators. We can only assume that the Addison Rays and the D'Amelios and those types of folks will make appearances here. And to be honest, this is the beginning of entering into the NFT world. First, by dipping your toe, like we saw with Time Magazine recently, like we saw with Twitter months ago, like we've seen with Reddit. Guess what they're all warming up to do? Actually have meaningful integrations with Web3. We've seen the beginnings of this, and I told you this would happen. In fact, I made video after video after video talking about how 2021 would be the year of the NFT and that this mainstream explosion would hit, not only helping launch what will be one of the most important NFT protocols ever to exist, but also putting my name and reputation each and every step of the way behind this movement, which is by all means the biggest thing to happen to crypto that I've been predicting and planning on for 4 years now. And so what do we see is that this is where the tipping point happens. This is NFTs, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. Every major brand, celebrity, actor, musician, influencer, creator, community, they're all going to be in NFT land soon, and the avalanche, the tsunami of liquidity coming to this ecosystem will boggle your mind. So if you're wondering whether or not you're early to NFTs or whether you're buying the top, well, newsflash. Not only are you early, you're prehistoric. You are before anyone has really even heard of the word, much less bought their first NFT. You still need ETH, you need to install MetaMask, you need to go to OpenSea, you need to pay a ridiculous gas fee for most people to get their hands on their first NFT. Obviously, Solana has lower fees, but you're so early, it's painful to think about. So to say that this is a green flag for the NFT industry is such a small way to express it. And I believe Twitter verification for profile pics will be the first stone cast to really creating a metaverse here in reality, where our JPEGs, our NFTs, are actually our identities and our possessions that we start to care more about than our physical. It's happening in front of your eyes. Mark my words. If you're not part of this trend, you're going to miss out on some of the easiest money, in my opinion, in my prediction, that will ever exist in the world. Again, it's like buying a city block in New York before anyone ever moves there in like the 1600s or something. On to some big NFT news of the day. You know, one of my favorite projects, SupDucks, what's up to all my ducks, is having their KingFrog drop. Their SupFrogs are dropping today. Now, the way they did this is everyone who holds SupDucks will actually get one KingFrog, and I believe it will be the exact same traits as your SupDuck. So if you have a rare duck, you'll get a rare frog. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of SupDucks and their passive yield now with the Volt token, but now they have these frogs. This is like their mutants, you can think of it like that. And the way they did it is very much the same, where they had a reverse Dutch auction for 10,000 new mints that just went live. I don't know if it's still minting or whether it's sold out. It'll probably sell out soon, probably by the time this video goes up. And then they also had their free claims. To be honest, I'm not minting. I felt like starting the mint at 1 Ethereum was too high for these. Regardless, I wish them all the best of luck. They're a great project, but it did seem to extract a ridiculous amount of money from the ecosystem. And I've just been a bit weary of projects raising like 30, 40, 50 million dollars. That is, in my opinion, way too much. And so I kind of wanted to start building a little bit of audience understanding and attention to when a project actually raises too much and draws too much liquidity out. We saw a macro dip in the market after Mutant Ape Yacht Club, as well as after PAX Lost Poets. Again, I think big things are coming from Mutant Ape Yacht Club, but it's such a big market cap. It's such a big project. It's going to take a wave of liquidity to move it. And now the same is going to be true for these frogs, because there's going to be 20,000 of them, and they're going to have a pretty high floor price given the way things are shaping up. So this is where I'm not actually putting any good money here in, because I've already made some amazing gains, and I'm just going to take my free frogs and have a good day with them. But I'm not minting these. Nonetheless, I'd wait and see with these. I think wait and see is the right approach here, because they are selling quite high right now, and I'm just not sure there's the liquidity to support this right now. Now, that said, they are very cute. I do like the frogs. I like their little traits, but then again, I don't really know what the actual value of these will be in the long run. Next, we have the Metahero Planetary DAO minting going on here, and this is a biggie here. You see here we have this complex UpDAO, which is the Universal Planets DAO, I believe. Anyway, we have here this very complex multi-planet DAO structure with sub-DAOs and bigger DAOs. As you can see, there's all these costs. Some are airdropped, some are minting, some are held by Pixel Vault. You can see that Pixel Vault here holds 45% of all these assets. And then these other ones are split between public mint and airdrop. It's a very complex system, to say the least. And quite frankly, this is one of the biggest sort of mints, one of the biggest projects I've ever seen listed here. And what we see is that, let me refresh here to get accurate numbers. We see that it's moving kind of slow here. Look, I think the total here is about $180 million that they could raise here. For future games, future stuff like that. I'm watching and waiting on this one. It's a huge, huge amount of money. And maybe it'll be the next decentralized Disney. Maybe it'll be something else. But look, all I can say is I've been entertained watching this one. It's definitely quite a bit of money that they're trying to raise here. I think this would be the biggest NFT sale in history, not by a little bit, but by many, many orders of magnitude. And then moving these up in value would then be very, very, very expensive, but who knows? Maybe this is going to be something popular. We'll have to check back on this in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of years to see what happens. But yeah, we'll see. This is essentially like trying to raise a AAA game studio type budget in an NFT sale. We've never seen something this big before. So maybe this is the way of the future. Maybe this is a sign of how euphoric NFT land has gotten. We will find out. Hard to judge right now. Wishing everyone who has this good luck. Obviously, I hold some Metaheroes. I hold some Punks comics, so I'll be able to mint these for free, but I won't be minting any new ones now. It's a bit uncertain for me. I'm going to wait and see. Now, let's talk about some alpha here, which is a project I do think is pretty reasonably priced, which is this Nifty League project, Nifty-League, and you can actually customize your character completely here, and then you can make any combination of, cat, alien, frog, Doge, human, ape, whatever you want, and you can totally change their characteristics. You can change their headwear, what's in their mouth. You can give them items. It's pretty fun stuff. The only thing you can't do is mint. Oh no, I just saw this just popped up that the Degens have sold out. This was a really fun mint process. So they actually really did a very interesting minting process here. So they actually did sell out here right as I was making this. As you can see, guys, I'm trying to get you stuff as it's happening. That said, they already have a game live here, and they have some interesting footage from their games. It's like a 2D browser version of Super Smash Bros. From what I can tell. Here's a little trailer for you. So as you can see, pretty interesting setup there, a bunch of little mini games. So sadly it has sold out, but the floor price here on OpenSea is still, it looks like 0.15, and the mint price was just 0.1. Again, the only difference here is that the legendary backgrounds are different, but none of the traits are, they do have rarities and stuff, but it's kind of up to you to decide what's valuable. So you can get really fun ones here, and 0.15 I still think of as pretty reasonable. As you can see, it's just started trading, so this one is still pretty early on, not too much hype here, and some utility already right off the bat. So you love to see that. Again, if I was to put anything as an alpha leak right now today, it would be the Nifty League Degens. Love to see it. So there you have it, one of the biggest token sales in history, as well as the follow-up for SupDucks. And most importantly, we have NFTs and TikTok in the same sentence in an official capacity. This is going to be huge for turning an entire new generation on to the magic of non-fungible tokens. The story of the day, without a doubt, is TikTok and that entire generation starting to wake up to what verifiable digital ownership truly means and the privileges that go along with it. We saw the magnificent growth in assets for the Twitter NFTs and then Twitter integrating NFTs shortly thereafter. We can only hope and pray that NFTs will be coming natively to the TikTok platform. It seems as if that's a possibility in the future. We know it's coming to Instagram and Facebook. We know it's just come to Twitter, Reddit. Alexis Ohanian is super obsessed with NFTs. So I'm very much so of the belief that it's possibility that NFTs will come to TikTok in the not too distant future. So hold on to your JPEGs, everyone. Things are about to get absolutely crazy. That said, if you got some value out of this, smash that like button. Remember, each and every comment on this video is entered to win a hardware wallet. We haven't given some away in a while, so I'm actually going to give away a whole batch this week. So make sure you get your comments in and like and share, of course, as always, like a good citizen. As always, I'm Elio Trades. You can find me on Twitter at Elio Trades, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.